Hey, can you hear me over the fireworks?
I'm sorry, what were you saying? There's too many fireworks going on here, and the dog is freaking out.
Everything's blowing up, man.
They are blowing the shit up here. We are live here in Vietnam. I am telling you right now, it is just a terrible accident. Wait, we're not Vietnam? Oh, it's just Sosola? No, that's weird. It's kind of the same way we do.
Yeah,
anyway, my producer is telling me we're blowing shit up for America still.
Yes, and apparently everyone blew their stimulus checks on fireworks.
Of course they did, because America.
Yeah. So it is 4th of July weekend, and actually it's now the 5th of July, as we're recording live on the air, episode 0326 of the TV Tan podcast.
Ah, well, and welcome to 326 episodes of you wasting your life away. I'm Tommy Milagro, still quarantined.
I'm Bill Frost, in the third, 6th, and 12th basements.
You're not getting out of that basement anytime soon, are you?
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with where I'm at too, except apparently the AC blew out a while ago.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. You know what happened? It's probably just the rodent chewed into the wires, and I was thinking to myself, I need to lose a few pounds. What the hell?
All right.
It's good to have a sauna.
Cool. I did actually get out of the house yesterday, hit the bike trail, and rode downtown by Broovies, who on their marquee says newly remodeled, opening July.
I've been following them on their Instagram at Broovies, and what date was that? July? What?
They didn't give a date. They just said July.
Okay. Well, we got the whole month, and I got all that time to figure out what else I need to do for a job since I got zumped.
Well, maybe you can sling some drinks at Broovies.
I'm good enough at that at this point.
Yeah.
I perfected that skill.
Talk to Goods.
We were talking. Yeah, I probably should. And as we were talking before we hit the button, we've been pretty much doing this for over 14 weeks now. I realized this is our 14th week of us just talking like this.
It was my understanding there would be no math.
Well, don't worry. Thankfully, I am...
R.I.P. Chevy Chase.
Well, at least his career, anyway.
Yes.
But thankfully, I am drinking the brain cells away from one of our fine sponsors, Outlaw Distillery. They have their new premium honey bourbon,
nice.
Which is such a delight. And I've made this... I pretty much mixed this in with some lemonade and some iced tea, so... Making it an Outlaw Arnold Palmer is what I'm calling it.
All right.
Yeah. I'll be, and I realized we haven't been posting the drinks of late because somebody thought they were being an alcoholic. Yeah, not me.
No, I took a couple weeks off from posting the drinks on the Instagram, then I forgot to get back to it.
Well, don't worry. I'll take it up because since our producer has become Chola Furiosa. We're just running this whole thing together on a phone line and 2 strings and a can. And
yeah, who's running
it's working.
Who's running the TikTok?
Oh, wait. When did we get TikTok now?
I don't know.
Why do we? God damn it! All right, I'll see what we can do about a TikTok presence.
Yeah, get up on that. And I mentioned this is episode 0326, and all business is taken care of. And did you know that Brie Larson is now a YouTuber?
I did not know that, but let's hear what Captain Marvel has to say about it.
She's launched her own YouTube channel, and I'm not sure how many. Nope. Yeah, she has one video out so far, and it's her trying to figure out how to be a YouTuber. So I'm sure it's adorable. And in the episode, she revealed that she. Even though she did land Captain Marvel, there are some big sci-fi roles she missed out on, including for Star Wars, The Hunger Games, and Terminator Genisys.
Really?
Yeah. I think she dodged a bullet on the last one there, Terminator Genisys.
Yeah. I was going to say, Emilia Clarke, well, she's okay. She's still Daenerys in my book.
Yeah, it didn't kill her career.
Nope.
So we want to thank Brie Larson for not becoming a podcaster.
Yeah. We definitely don't need you to take away from our dozens of fans that are left.
No,
But,
none of that. And
yeah.
it's kind of a busy week for it being July. It's kind of a busy week here. First of all, I want to get my... this is not necessarily a fuck the 80s piece, but it is a movie from... it is actually coming out this week, I believe. I was unlucky enough to get an advance copy of it. It is called Money Plane.
Money Plane.
Money Plane. It is about a professional thief, a very suave professional thief who fucked up an art heist for Kelsey Grammer. So therefore, Kelsey Grammer says, "Well, okay, you're going to pull this other job for me, and then I won't kill your family." And so Mr. Master Thief complies, and the heist is it's a casino on an airplane over international waters that apparently it is full of Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
would you like to know who our international thief is?
I would love to hear this name.
It is one Adam Copeland.
As in Edge?
That's right.
God damn it! How did I miss that from the sports report?
Oh man, it is a fucking terrible movie. And believing him with an international thief with a persistent man bun is just ridiculous.
But does he have like the gray stubble, or
Of course.
kind of clean?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And it's basically he and his crew robbing an airplane casino over international waters, and shit gets real.
And folks, Kelsey Grammer, in my opinion, is the less rapey Kevin Spacey that we all need. So
it's like, what happened to Kelsey Grammer's career that he's doing this shit?
What was that Star show that he was on? It was like
Boss. That was a critically acclaimed series.
Right, and then after that, didn't he do something else that kind of just went down the tube?
Don't really know.
Oh, yeah. X-Men The Last Stand. That's
true, yeah. And the other, of course, the other big movie event of last weekend was, of course, Hamilton.
Yes.
Did you watch the Hamilton?
I did. I'm not going to lie. I came in with low expectations, saying, "Okay, what the fuck is everybody so jazzed up about?" And then,
are you on the same page as Stephen Colbert that musical theater should be outlawed?
I normally am that case, but this time, no. Lin-Manuel Miranda really stuck the landing, and the way that they filmed it on Disney Plus, absolutely fantastic. And the one line where they say, "Immigrants, we get the job done," uproarious audience. So this was filmed in 2016, so
yes.
Obviously there's a reason for that.
Yeah,
and I couldn't have been happier.
And this wasn't actually meant to come out until next year as a theatrical release.
Well, given in these troubling times,
doink doink, trademark.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can put Money Plane out on direct-to-video, you can put Hamilton out.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious when Disney Plus decides to secure the rights to Book of Mormon. That will be a fucking gas.
I don't think that'll happen.
Oh, come on. I mean, they've done some great works with musicals like Song of the South. Oh, wait. Can we still talk about that?
No, we're not talking about Song of the South. And coming up this week, for being the first week of July, it's kind of busy, actually. It's usually not this busy. Tuesday, July 7th, Jim Jeffries has a new stand-up special.
Oh, I already love the title already.
Intolerant. Yes. And if you go find the trailer for this, it's fucking pretty hilarious because it's about his telling his harrowing tale of being lactose intolerant and being rushed to the hospital before he shits himself with ominous music playing underneath it.
I kind of liked the other clip that I saw. It's like, "I gotta be easy about my drinking, man. I've been drinking for almost 35 days straight. That's like 5 days. That's like 5 drinks a day, 7 days a week, 35. It's gonna take a toll on you, you know, mate, right?"
And also another Netflix thing. It's a drama about the immigration detention centers, but it's in Australia.
Okay.
So we're not the only country. It's called Stateless. It's on Netflix. It's co-created by Kate Blanchett, also co-starring. Also has Dominic West from The Wire in here, and Yvonne Strahovski from The Handmaid's Tale, and Chuck.
Okay.
It looks pretty intense. That drops on Wednesday.
Considering that Thor was on another show on Netflix that was just as fucking brutal, the name escapes me at the moment. It was like
Extraction. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
That one, I saw that and I thought, right, this is absolutely brutal. It makes John Wick look like Jane Eyre by comparison.
I was going down my Netflix queue, and I was going to choose between Extraction and Desperados. I went with Desperados with Nassim Badrad. It's a completely predictable yet somewhat enjoyable romantic comedy.
What was the name of it again?
Desperados.
Okay.
It's a rom-com.
Well,
beware.
I'm not ready for that.
But here's some big news. Also on Wednesday on E! The Soup is finally back after probably about as many weeks off as we've been off, as we've been, locked down. I believe it had just barely gotten its new season started with a new host, and all of a sudden, like, everything's shut down. At Jade Catapretta, she's really funny, and it is finally returning this week.
Okay.
The new Soup.
Now, it's Joel McHale-less, if memory serves,
yes,
right?
It is no longer with Joel McHale, but she is very funny.
What's her name again? Jade
Catapretta.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm getting the name wrong, but she's good. Right. She does a great job with it. And coming up on Thursday on HBO Max, a new series from J.G. Quintel, the guy who created The Regular Show for, I believe it's Adult Swim. It's a new series called Close Enough. It's a family animated sitcom, but it also involves time traveling snails, stripper clowns, and murderous mannequins. So,
what in the name of Rick and Morty are they trying to pull?
I'm not really sure here.
I'm not feeling sold on this unless Dan Harmon is moonlighting. So
yeah, and Friday we have another romantic comedy with a twist dropping on Hulu. It's Palm Springs, starring Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti from How I Met Your Mother, and also the best Black Mirror episode. And it's basically two people who meet at a destination wedding in Palm Springs, but it seems every day they wake up, the day starts over. It's Groundhog Day.
What was this again? Palm Sands, was it?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Okay. I don't know because
the trailer
Andy Samberg.
The trailer looks fucking funny as hell.
Okay, even though Andy Samberg's in it.
Come on, 7 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine can't be wrong.
Well, 7 seasons of a great ensemble cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine
that you say are making up for Andy Samberg.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's going to take a lot to sell me on this.
I'm not as anti Samberg as you are. Ha!
Yeah. Let's see. Is that? No, I'm going to hold that off as a title here. So I got a better one coming up here.
Okay, fine.
We'll talk about that.
And also dropping on Friday on Apple TV Plus, Greyhound. It's a World War II Navy battle epic starring Tom Hanks.
Oh, now COVID-free Tom Hanks.
This was probably filmed before all of that. This is quite the big budget epic. It's adopted from The Good Shepherd, and it's about the Battle of the Atlantic in World War II, and it looks, Tom Hanks doesn't have great luck on boats. Yeah,
that's true. But at least there's not a FedEx harmed in this movie.
Yeah, so if you're ever, or planes for that matter as well, so if you ever see Tom Hanks getting on your plane and or your cruise, get the fuck off.
Yeah. Although, conversely, if you encounter a mermaid and Tom Hanks is with you, stay close by.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it'll always.
And, that's kind of it. Well, there's another one premiering on Apple TV Plus called Little Voice. It's produced by Sarah Bareilles and J.J. Abrams. Sarah Bareilles is a pop singer, also a Broadway composer and singer, and this is a sort of a semi-autobiographical tale about her becoming a successful musician in New York City.
Oh, okay. This feels kind of heartwarming in a way.
I'm sure it is.
All right. Well, there is one show, I can't remember if we talked about it last time or not, but on Amazon Prime, I managed to get through and binge Hannah.
Oh,
Excuse me, Hannah.
yeah.
Uh,
Season 2, right?
Then, yep, season 2, and it. Now obviously this was lifted from the original movie Hannah with Saoirse Ronan and Eric Bana.
The worst.
See, I can be diversified in my bias with actors. So.
The worst Hulk.
Yes, exactly. I will say though that season 2 goes into its own life. Now it's about trying to stop these super badass little girls from causing all sorts of shit across the world. It's basically Jason Bourne meets Little Women.
Oh shit!
And,
all right.
Yeah. Oh, and the action in this in these episodes is just so. It's very Bourne-esque.
Okay, I gotta get to this one.
Yes, it'll make you forget about money planes. So that's the important thing.
God, I hope so.
Trust me, I highly endorse it. That's our. That's at least my hash brown watch harder there.
Yeah, and that was still a thing. News: CW has canceled Katie Keene, the Riverdale spinoff.
Really?
Yeah.
This early on, huh?
Well, it did one season, and then yeah, apparently no one watched it, which is saying something for a CW series for it to have low ratings.
Yeah, but when did it debut? What was it like last year around the fall season, or
maybe that's how much of an impression it made. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember when the hell it premiered.
That says a lot about what we care about it, but you
Yeah.
know, not everything from Riverdale is going to be gold.
And it's right about that time. You got some sporting news ready there?
I do, if you will, hit the music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you the sport of professional wrestling. And we start with the WWE. Some interesting facts came up along the way here. First of all, WWE is trying to gear up for Extreme Rules this July 19th, which you can still watch on the WWE Network for only $9.99.
Not a sponsor.
Drink up, bitches.
So is it Extreme Rules, and as in the rules are very heavily enforced, or is it extreme in that there are no rules and this title makes no sense?
That's WWE, so pick the latter in this one.
Okay.
Always pick the latter in that one, literally and or figuratively. But two interesting things coming out of this. Rey Mysterio, he's working a program with his son Dominic against the main event messiah Seth Rollins, and he's currently working without a contract, which is really interesting at this point. So I don't know if they're going to renegotiate or make it day by day. Time will tell on this one. However, they're trying to schedule a eye for an eye match because Seth Rollins pretty much tried to gouge out the eye of Mysterio on one of the steel steps.
Okay.
So how that plays out, we'll have to wait and see. The other interesting bit of news is that the WWE Universal Champion Braun Strowman is going to be facing off against Bray Wyatt in his old kind of womp psychic cult leader gimmick.
Sure.
And I don't know the title of the match, but it's going to be kind of in the cinematic wrestling match like you've seen with the Boneyard match with Undertaker and AJ Styles, and with well, that's the only one that really left an impression with me. The rest, your mileage may vary. But the other interesting things are two parts, and this is going to segue to the next story from All Elite Wrestling. From WWE, now they're making masks mandatory to wear all participants. So unless you are wrestling a match, everyone there has to wear a mask. And reportedly, if you are caught without a mask, it's a $500 fine. The second time will be $1,000, and so on. And part of the reason is, as we kind of reported, they caught a case of the COVID over there in WWE land, and reports are now stating that it could be anywhere between 20 to 30 people that have been infected by COVID-19. Now, we would like to say more about that, but since WWE's put a gag order on anybody releasing any other COVID stories, kind of hard to say. We're trying to get our Chola Furiosa involved in this, so we're going to wait to hear more from her if and when she gets out of there alive.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
Well, she said she was going in deep undercover, and she was wearing an Immortan Joe mask, so
Okay.
who knows? Maybe she'll blend.
Yeah.
Now, I'm bringing up that story to segue into All Elite because one of the infected personalities of WWE was Renee Young, the wife of the current AEW champion, heavyweight champion, Jon Moxley.
Uh-huh.
Now, it's been reported that he was supposed to have a heavyweight fight against Brian Cage, night 2 of Fyter Fest on AEW Dynamite. That has now been pushed to July 15th, which is really interesting because Brian Cage's manager, Taz, addressed the situation on TV and called out Mox, but he did it in this way where he said, and I quote, "It's a shame that you got to deal with family members that have to work in such a sloppy shop." Which, by the way, is the title of our episode here.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and WWE, not too pleased with Taz's remarks on that. We'll try to get you that little clip of that promo out there. But coming up this Tuesday on AEW Dark, which you can catch on YouTube on All Elite Wrestling's channel if you subscribe, independent wrestler Brian Pillman Jr. will be making his debut, the son of Flying Brian Pillman.
Ooh.
He'll be going up against Shawn Spears. Currently, he was working for Major League Wrestling. And obviously, Major League Wrestling, like all other entities, have not been able to wrestle. So what this means down the road, who's to say?
Okay.
And as far as Impact Wrestling goes, still a thing, still holding Slammiversary this July 18th. They've lost out a lot of their key players, but they have locked in on a contract with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They will be working Slammiversary, and their contract will also allow them to be able to do some dates with New Japan Pro Wrestling once that opens up. Anderson and Gallows once received fame as part of Bullet Club with New Japan. So this partnership could be very interesting, more on that as it develops, as well as anybody else. And then we have to do a retraction here at the sports desk here. It's very rare.
What?
I know. This is the last two pieces of business we got to discuss here. We had reported from the NWA camp that outlandish Zicky Dice, the current television champion, decided to let his contract expire, and he was pursuing other entities. He replied back, that ain't true. So I'm still with NWA, and I'm still your television champion. And as a result, he's still with them. And then, actually, there is two more stories I'm going to end up here with. Starting with Conor McGregor is looking to... Oh, this is good. You're going to have to hang with me on this one.
Okay.
Conor McGregor is saying that he's got eyes on the WWE. Would you want to see Conor in the squared circle? To which the current WWE heavyweight champion Drew McIntyre replied back on Twitter, And he replies, "Big man," using McGregor's Twitter handle, "picking a fight with a..." Well, okay, let me back up a step here. So the story goes that Conor McGregor wants to have a fight with Vince McMahon.
Oh.
And,
okay.
and Drew McIntyre replied back, "Big man," McGregor's handle, "picking a fight with another 70-year-old? You couldn't drop a guy in a pub. You have no chance against Vince. You're just the latest guy thinking he can have his PR team stick my title on his shoulder and walk into our world. Stick to whiskey, McTapper."
Nice. Well played.
And finally this, the best thing, which I'm going to post as soon as we're done here. This is reported from the new SlamWrestling.net website. A few television and movie stars have banded together to create a Star Trek-themed comedy, all filmed at their homes. James McAvoy of X-Men.
Yeah.
And I may not be pronouncing these names correctly. Triona Balfe and Sam Hegan of Outlander and a handful of others have posted Star Force 2, a very campy and goofy short movie on YouTube. And among the cast members, Mick Foley plays a part and tweeted that it may be his finest work.
Oh, well.
And yes. So, if anything will take away money plane out of your head, stick with the Star Force.
Okay.
And have a nice day, because sports.
And sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
Okay. What should the people...
you got something to wipe that money plane out of your mouth there.
Well, I have something else here. Just a second. What should the people be watching harder this week? Besides what we've already told them.
Let's see. We've already talked about Hannah. I'm going to say my two right now are going to be Stargirl. That's kicking into high gear right now.
On DC Universe and the CW.
Oh, okay. And Doom Patrol. Season 1, start with that. Season 2, right now they're kind of just dropping it out weekly, right?
Yes, that's what they did with the first season also.
I'm going to wait and then try to see if there's a way I could subscribe to HBO Max and hijack it and then see Season 2 in a binge-worthy way.
Those
are the big ones.
It's always a good way to go. Do the free trial, blast through a few shows, get out.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do, folks.
Yeah, Doom Patrol was one of mine. Also, the new season of Yellowstone is so far very Yellowstoney, very cool, very profane.
Wow.
Very violent. And still enjoying it. If you're thinking TV has been overrun by twee storylines and Nancy boys, this is a manly show for you. This is a show for America. This is the Dodge Ram truck of TV shows.
Oh God! If we can get the Dodge executives to pair up with this and go, hey, you want some sponsorship here? Come on, check out Yellowstone. It's like Sons of Anarchy, only outdoors.
Yeah. And I will also urge you to check out my new edition of Content Shifter at slugmag.com or billfrost.tv, whichever is easy to find it. It'll be billfrost.tv. It is 9 shows from HBO Past that I think you should check out on HBO Max. Of course, Los Spookies is in there, Boardwalk Empire, good old John from Cincinnati, Bored to Death, United Shades, Arliss, for the hell of it. And one in particular, I'd only seen like 1 or 2 episodes before I wrote about this, and I finished the entire run of the first season of A Black Lady Sketch Show. It is fucking perfect. It is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's fucking great. And also, here's a movie that is even worse than Money Plane that I saw last week.
Wow.
It's true. And but I should have known better because it is from Troma, Lloyd Kaufman. It is.
Okay.
Get ready for this title, okay?
All right.
Return to Nukem High Volume 2.
Wow.
It could be the worst movie ever committed to film.
Oh, no. I disagree. That's still anything that involves Paris Hilton. So.
Okay. I can't think of a lot of movies with Paris Hilton, but I'll take your word for it. I would have said
Yeah.
I would have said La La Land, but okay, yeah. Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2. Also, I believe are the last appearances on in film of Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh,
As President
that's
Lemmy?
the reason. Yes. Okay.
And also Stan Lee.
Okay, you're saying like this should be a bad thing, but all you're telling me is good stuff. Why is it bad?
It is also full of gratuitous violence, blood, nudity, sex, violence. Pretty much everything you can think of is in there, over the top, and it's completely ridiculous. And I don't know if I can... Well, actually, I'm going to dare anyone to make it through it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I going to have to take this Pepsi challenge?
I dare anyone out there to make it through Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2, and get back to us and let us know how you did.
And the only way that they can reach out to us is our various social medias. That would be Twitter, Facebook, all TV10 podcasts. And then, of course, you could reach out to us via the Gmail.
Yeah.
TV10podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put it out to you listeners there. You got nothing better to do. And this is the other thing. I thought you were going to cover this earlier, Bill. But let me just state right now, folks, in these rerunning times, yes, we are aware that there are a lot of shows that figured fat shaming, racism, what were the other things I read in the Daily Mail? Shows that show people being at their worst. That wasn't too long ago. We know. We've talked. Well, Bill talked about it before. I'm aware of this. So rather than complain, maybe watch something. Well, better may not be the best way to describe trauma films, but still, it's original as fuck.
Yeah. Basically, I still dare anyone to make it through that movie. This is going to be it for episode 0326 of the TV10 podcast. We want to thank Outlaw Distillery for the honey whiskey and all of our other sponsors. Rattle them off.
That would be our good friends at Sugar House Distillery and Ogden's Own Distillery, purveyors of Five Lives Vodka, Porter's Fire, Madame Patarini Gin, and the Underground, and of course Bohemian Brewery, a good way to slake your thirst, which I know Bill Frost is only living off that in his many basements here.
I have stockpiles of cerveza.
And of course, try to go visit Ivy at Booze Teak in downtown Salt Lake, but for God's sake, wear a fucking mask.
Yeah, it's the least you can do.
Yeah. All right. I think that takes care of all the business.
All right.
What about you?
Say goodnight, America.
Good night, America. Jingle that handle for freedom, because it's time to